been in here all morning just bringing things up here, and I popped the big clock that I have up there and just did not even think to like make sure it was stable. And it just fell and it almost hit her, and I'm just glad that it didn't. So
I'm safe.
Oh my gosh.
I'm safe, but that was so funny.
That was funny, but only because you didn't get hit.
That's true. But I feel like if I would have got hit, it would have still been funny.
No, it wouldn't have. That thing's made out of wood.
That's true.
That would have hit. I mean, if the like, if one of like the, because there's wrapping paper rolls, if that would have hit you, it would have been like a doof.
Oh, that's so funny.
We have a guest today.
Hi.
Hi.
Emmy.
This is my daughter, Emmy, everybody.
Hola.
My one and only.
Is Emmy short for anything?
No.
Nope.
She's just an
Do you
Emmy.
get that question a lot?
Yes.
I feel like
Everyone calls me, oh, so your name is Emma? I'm like, no.
How would
Emma.
Emmy be short for Emma?
Emma, Emily.
I see Emily like.
Yeah, for sure.
How do I find our video?
Well, and one of Emmy's BFFs is Emily, so we have an Emmy and an Emily
Oh,
together.
yeah.
And then both of our moms call us M's, so like when my friend Emily's mom says M's, we're both like, what?
Yeah.
This
that's
shot
really
is
confusing.
terrible. We
Is
got the
it?
whole door.
Get it together. Is that good?
Yeah. Well, I have to wait because there's a lag. But
Oh.
so I have like the whole door in there. Welcome to, and also I need to set up switcher because the audio being this far away is not going to be good.
Oh, we need those little mics, like, you know, on the TikTok shop.
Oh
that
yeah,
they
I
put-
wonder if I can hook those up to the iPad.
Oh, I bet. They're
Oh,
so good to just clip right here. They're like $5, and I think you can get a pack of
Do
two.
you do
For,
them Bluetooth?
I have no idea. We'd have to look into it, but they're so good.
Yeah, that's like the jam.
That way you don't have to like set all that up if you don't want to.
Yeah, then
feel
it's
like-
just more technology and more things that can go wrong.
True.
Okay, I like that shot better. I definitely want to have a different angle eventually, but welcome to our new set.
I love it.
And
I'm so
Tiff is
comfortable.
back.
Wait, are there any
Yes.
people watching?
Yeah, we have 24 people hanging
What's
out right
up, everybody?
now. What's up, Christy and Brenda? Okay,
Restarted because I did that bad.
so we have Emmy here today. We start school soon.
Yes.
Yeah, so last couple weeks of summer.
Yes. How many days?
She goes back on the 15th, but tomorrow
We're picking up my schedule.
we're picking up her first school schedule.
Junior high.
Mhm.
Ah, do you have like 6 classes?
Yes.
Ew.
Yeah, she's so excited and so nervous.
I'm not excited. I'm nervous.
I bet it is nerve-wracking.
And it's kind of interesting. They also take their school pictures tomorrow.
Right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
For
you
their
get,
school ID.
and then, yeah, because you have to have a school ID, and then they'll do spring pictures too, baby. No, not in junior high anymore.
I don't know. I literally have no idea.
Because the picture is for the
IDs.
yearbook and for the IDs, so they have to have them well in advance so that they can put all that stuff together.
Yeah, I just didn't even know. I was like, oh, we're doing school pictures tomorrow as well as picking up her schedule. I'm excited to see what classes that she has.
I really hope I got woodshop.
Dude, junior high is intense
I know.
with the amount of classes. Are you color code? Okay, this is a hot debate I've joined in on the internet with.
Okay, what is
The
it?
color coding of your classes and what color is each class.
Ooh.
Are you the type of kid who is going to have like a folder for each class and
Yes.
a notebook that corresponds with the color and a tab and a highlighter that matches that subject? So what in your brain is the color of each subject?
So like let's start you off with math. What color is math for you?
Green.
Green.
Green. Why?
Because like correct.
Oh,
Like,
this is why I like hearing it.
Smart.
Do you have the
Check mark?
pin? Because I didn't unclog mine.
Oh, I put it right here. It should be on here.
Like
oh
a
my goodness,
check
get knocked
mark?
off.
Probably, yes,
Yeah.
with everything. Okay, so green for math
Yes.
I love that, man.
because correct.
And like check marks are
Okay.
usually green.
Okay.
I don't know, like smart reminds me of green.
Smart reminds you of green.
Love it.
That's an interesting. The thing is, like, everybody on the internet thinks math is red.
Really?
Yeah. I think math is red too in my mind.
Huh.
I don't know why.
I feel like it gives it like incorrect, like an X mark, an F. Like an
Oh.
A+ for green.
Okay.
Okay, so then what would science be?
Blue.
Science is blue for me too.
Yeah, blue for me for sure. I think of water, like
Yeah.
Yes.
biology,
and
water.
See?
Yeah.
A lot of
Sea
people
creatures.
say green because of biology.
Oh,
And
I can see
think-
that.
But I think blue because of biology because there's way more water than there is land.
Yeah, I totally see that.
Or like dissecting stuff.
Yeah.
Dissecting stuff
Yeah.
makes it blue.
So like, I don't know, it just reminds me of that for some reason.
Right. That would be like guts.
Yeah.
That might
I'm
be
gonna
a
make
red.
it brown.
Yeah, brown, red. That's funny.
Don't we like dissect a frog?
I think you do in like junior high,
Wait, really?
or maybe it's high school.
No, I feel
I think it just depends on what math you're in and how much funds your school has.
That's true.
We got to dissect fish.
We did fish. We did octopus too.
Ooh, that would be fun.
It's cool because like we learned that they have a beak, so we had to find the octopus beak.
What?
Yeah, they have a little beak in their
Uh-huh.
mouth,
What?
or their mouth is a beak, or something like that. Yeah, it has a beak,
What?
and you had to find like their little ink pouch.
Wait, how'd you not know that?
Because I didn't get to dissect one.
Yeah, they're really
Did
interesting
you
to
know
me.
because she told you?
No, I've known that they've had a beak.
I
This
don't
kid
know a lot
is
of
kind of
things.
like loves like that kind of stuff, but not a lot of people know that a squid or an octopus has a beak. I think they both do.
I don't think a lot of people know that, but I also was surprised that birds are reptiles. And
They are.
yeah, so Cadence told me that, and my nephew, who's 4, you just don't question it anymore. You just
He knows.
he knows. And
He's
so
so smart.
I wasn't sure, so then I asked Alexa, and then yes, birds are reptiles. But I was
Interesting.
telling some adults this when I was working in preschool last week, and they looked at me like, yeah, duh. And I was like,
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that. Maybe because I don't work with preschoolers.
Yeah, maybe they hear it all day, every day.
Right? Of all the little fun facts of all the kids.
Kids are so cute. Did you love VBS?
I did. I was so tired,
I bet.
but
They
it
give
was
you-
so fun. And you cannot make up the things that these kids say.
Oh, I know. That's why they had shows like
The kids say the darndest
yes,
things.
yes, because what comes out of their mouth is wild.
Yes.
And it's like always truthful. Like,
It is.
it's like brutally honest.
And then just some kids you are really hard to understand.
Yeah.
So like they'll be staring at you and you're like, you're so cute, but I don't know what you're saying.
Right. That's so funny.
There was this one kid at church who was just staring at me, and then I said hi, and he just ran away.
Yeah.
That sounds accurate.
Right?
They get shy.
Yeah. They warm up quickly, and then when they do, it's a whole different world.
Yeah.
A whole new world.
A whole new world. I know. I'm so used to teenagers. It's such a different dynamic.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I gotta figure out my rhythm for. I like to blink close. So
What are other subjects? So wait, we did math and science, history.
history and English.
History.
Okay, that's like a brown for me.
I was thinking brown too.
Because it's boring.
I was too, but like history maps. But so I picked like the closest color in the primaries and secondaries that is
thinking
like
about-
kind of brownish to me.
I was thinking about black.
Wait, what? You put
Like
brown?
because you don't want a brown folder.
No, brown's ugly.
So like, what's the least favorite color?
Black. I would do black.
But that's not like a fun color to use in the
But
folders.
history people are dead.
So you think of black, like
Yeah.
like why?
Like the bubonic plague.
That's what I was thinking. The
Like the
plague.
Black Death. That's what they call it.
Yes. That's good. I don't know. I like black. I don't think black would be a terrible folder. I think brown would be more terrible than black.
Yeah.
But
Ain't
then,
no time for
but then when you
brown.
think about brown, I honestly think of like chocolate, teddy bears. Like it's actually a cute color, but then
But
But
for
if you're doing
history,
just like solid colors, you want
Yeah.
that pop of like, okay, I see that color and I think of that.
yeah.
black would be
And why do we think history is so boring when we don't think history is so boring? That says there's a problem with the way we're teaching history in school.
Yeah, because I just feel like it gets read out of a textbook and it is boring. Like they just don't make it fun. Like,
Right.
Majority. I'm not all teachers, but majority don't make it like fun.
Because it's literally the subject that you can make the most fun.
Yes.
Because it's just consuming.
yes.
There's no like brain power needed to comprehend history.
No, and it's such a storytelling like yeah, you could just go off the hook with the history.
Yeah,
if you could
like,
teach it the right way.
I had a student teacher, which student teachers are always more fun anyways because they're brand new and fresh.
Yeah.
And he had us like reenact the Civil War with paper and like
I love
paper
that.
balls, and we were all on like the South and the North, and like you don't forget that stuff.
Right.
And you can do that stuff. You can't do that with English. You can't be
No.
like, okay, we're gonna reenact punctuation.
Right, you're a comma. You're an exclamation point.
I mean, maybe in kindergarten you can, but
That's so funny. Yeah, history can. Yeah, it just I guess depends on your teacher.
right. So
remember-
if I taught history, I would make everybody their own folders that would be hot pink. I'd be like, your new theme is hot pink for
I
history.
love that because it's spicy.
Yeah, it's the funnest you're gonna have.
What color, Em? What were you gonna say, sweetie?
I
Well, you already said black for history.
yeah, but now I'm thinking about green.
Can't go back. Can't go back.
Green.
I
is
saw
black.
green too for your dinosaurs. Probably weren't green.
Now those are reptiles, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Yes, but they're birds. So
Why?
that's why birds are reptiles.
Because of dinosaurs?
Because they come from dinosaurs, and dinosaurs are now considered birds. I don't know about now. They're considered birds.
dinosaurs are
And they have
considered birds?
feathers. Yeah.
Wait, like a T-Rex has feathers?
hmm
A T-Rex is a bird.
Yeah.
That does not compute in
I
my
know,
brain.
but the more we're discovering about these animals, the more they're realizing they're like completely wrong. And
Interesting.
they didn't have, so they had feathers, but then they were also, the reptiles come from dinosaurs, and reptiles and dinosaurs are birds, and birds are reptiles.
I'm so confused right now. I'm so
Am I wrong?
confused.
Am I wrong? Hey, Christy.
Yeah, what are the comments like over there?
She says it's required for my daughter's school to be color coordinated. Yeah, jump in the comments, guys, if you guys are hanging out, because we need more opinions on this stuff.
Yeah. Okay, wait, what's our last subject?
English.
English.
Like a light blue? I don't know.
Ooh, I like bringing in like shades,
Yeah.
because that would make
See.
your whole binder color like better.
I think yellow. I think highlight.
I thought of yellow too.
Did you?
Yeah. I think because, I mean, in my argument on the internet, I used the emojis.
Who are you arguing with on the internet?
Just a reel that someone was like, no questions asked, math is red, I don't have it, like, she's like, and then she's like, and this is this, and this is this, and that is that. And so I was like, I'm just gonna comment with emojis. And so I commented because everybody commented like, no, this is the color I would think
Right.
of. So I used cheese for yellow, and I was like, because of mice and men, duh. 'Cause you have to read that book.
That's true, huh?
Yeah, I was like, how do I correlate this yellow?
I love
emoji?
that. Mice and men.
Right?
No, I literally think highlighting though. You're like highlighting stuff, you're like finding the subject and the verb and just all that stuff. So I definitely think of yellow.
Yeah. I think
I
it's
think,
funny that we both thought of brown for history
Mhm.
when that's not really a color you would use for your folders.
No, but it just seems dull.
Yeah, but then we ended on green with it. And then blue for science.
Mhm.
So what was yours, Emmy, for English? Red
English for
or light blue, you said?
I said light blue.
Yeah.
Where's red? You don't have red at all in your lineup.
It doesn't need to be there.
I agree.
I agree. I don't like the color red.
I don't either.
I don't like wearing it. I don't like
If
seeing
it doesn't have to be there, then it won't be there. So.
I don't like seeing
It reminds me of ketchup.
Interesting.
Ew.
I don't know.
So
Ketchup.
color theory.
And it reminds me of like anger. Like I
Yeah.
just see flames and anger and heat, and like I'm just like, oh, I need like cool colors. I want like blues and purples and
Ooh, maybe purple.
purple.
Ooh, we didn't use purple for anything.
Oh yeah, purple would be
Like a
good.
lilac purple would be really pretty.
Yeah, for English because it's like poetry, like be like soft.
Ooh, I love it.
I do think it is really wise though to coordinate your class in a certain color so you just know.
Yep, you see it and you know.
Yeah, and it does really help them stay organized because this is the first time she will be switching classes and
Did you not switch classes at all
No.
in your other school? So I like when we were kids it was 6th grade, but when they start you kind of introduce to that a little bit in elementary school. They They would have us do like one class switch.
Didn't you do a class switch, babe?
No.
Oh, I
Not
thought
at
you-
all?
Wait,
I thought you did. Like, wouldn't you go into other classrooms?
yeah, but it wasn't like, okay, Emmy, you're going to art. Danitha, you're going to reading.
Oh, so
It was just like our teacher wouldn't read to us because there's a library. So we would go to as a class to the library,
Right,
and then
So you
our
weren't,
class would go to art as a class.
right.
So you weren't like individually switching, is what you mean?
Yes.
And
Gotcha.
not on your own. Not like there's the bell, you're on your own, go
Yeah.
figure out where you need to be.
Yeah.
So, and everyone goes to different places too.
Mm-hmm.
So in the comments, even if you're watching the replay, let's give Emmy your best advice for junior high.
Oh, I love that.
And if you don't, you're not nice.
We've been both watching together because she doesn't have a phone or anything.
Yeah.
but we've been watching like TikToks on like advice from like middle schoolers and high schoolers, and it's so sweet. Like, there's this one girl on there who's just like get involved with school, try out for like sports and like new clubs, and like don't worry about being popular, just worry about finding friends who like you truly get along with, and like just like some solid advice. And I was like, this is what the kids need because they're all so scared.
Right.
Like, even her girlfriend Emily is going into the 7th grade, but it'll be a new school, they'll go to the same school, and she's like terrified.
Right.
Because her last school was like
Small.
it was small, but she was in 6th grade, but they never switched classes.
Exactly.
Right.
Because it was like a different type of school. I think it was something for basketball, and that's
then-
what got her into it.
When you get your schedules, you guys can compare and see if you have anything together
Yeah, and then
too.
there's like an A and B lunch.
Yeah, then you could be like, okay, after 3rd period, we're gonna meet up and we'll walk to math together or whatever.
Because I
It's
feel
always
like
a bummer if you don't get a class with your friend.
I feel like I will at least get one class with her.
Yeah,
I do hope you get woodshop too, because I think woodshop was one of my favorite classes.
that's awesome.
I loved woodshop so much.
Yeah, but what sucks is that you cannot like pick it with a wheel. So you either it just depended on how many people are going to what class.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
there
as a
was, like-
6th grader, you won't get priority.
Yeah.
The 8th graders will on electives, just because you have to get your credits for your other classes first.
Yep. I think whatever you get will be fun. They have a choice between what, music, woodshop.
No, the music is actually choir. So
Oh.
I pray I don't get that. I pray. I really don't want that.
You
Now
don't
it's gonna
want
be a
choir?
test in your life.
Yeah, and
you get choir.
then after the choir class is over, at the end of the school year, you guys have to sing a song.
Can you guys hear us? How's the audio? Probably sucks.
We hope it's okay. It is hard because I was watching the other day with you and Briley, and I couldn't hear some of the stuff, and you guys were even closer.
Yeah, and
It's
she
just-
is so quiet.
She is quiet.
And then sometimes I yell and I'm like, okay, you're yelling, but at least you could be heard, but I can tell I'm like talking loudly.
yeah, we need little mics.
Mary, who's our cousin, says, Emmy, I would say that middle school kids can pressure you into doing things you normally wouldn't. Stay strong and true to who you are. Always make your mama proud.
Oh,
I love that. And it is so true.
It is. I feel like this is the time where, they're
Kids are
gonna.
the meanest.
Kids are gonna be really mean. I feel like that's just a given. I feel like middle school is always like it's either traumatic or it's not for you.
Right.
Mine was traumatic. I got bullied so much.
Mhm.
But yeah, and we heard a quote from a teacher. Do you remember that quote, Emmy?
Not really.
Show me who your friends are and I'll show you your future. And I love that. I was like, I started crying. I was like,
And
"Aw."
he was saying that to his class.
Yeah, he was like giving his class this pep talk, and I was like, this is like the world's greatest teacher.
It's so true though. Like they say you're like a mix of the 5 top people you hang out with. Like you pick up on everything and you hang out with people who are like you, so you end up like kind of morphing into a
Each
person.
other, yeah.
And so it's just like if you're hanging out with toxicity,
Mm-hmm.
it'll become toxic and dangerous.
Yeah, and I love it because one of her best girlfriends is really into sports. Emmy is into sports, so it's like I just hope they just stick the route of like sports and clubs and
Yeah.
keeping busy and getting good grades so they can play sports. And I just
Right.
hope that
I in
sports.
5th grade probably was like kind of, I feel like was like preparing me for middle school because a lot of people in 5th grade were really mean. And like I had this one friend that Mrs. Jones introduced me to, which was my teacher, and we got introduced and we hung out for a while. And then she had this other friend, let's just call her Jessica. Jessica was like,
Jessica.
yeah, Jessica was like best friends with the one that my teacher introduced me to.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were really good friends, and then like we were hanging out, and then like we would, after like lunch and stuff, like she wouldn't let me sit with her and stuff, but like when cause her crush liked me, so I feel like she like was sticking around me because she wanted to be next to him, and that was the only reason why like she was friends with me. And then after, at the end of the year, like something happened like where I protected her because there was like one of these mean girls threw like a rock at her, and I like smacked it away. And then like a day later she like gave me a teddy bear and for like thanking me for like saving her. And then I was like, oh, thank you. And she's like, yeah, of course, I mean anything I'd do for you. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then I still have that teddy bear today, but like she, at the end of the year, she like flipped me off and stuff.
So
The moral is that sometimes what?
People are not the people that you think they are.
they just want to hang out for what they can get from you.
Yeah, greedy.
That's annoying.
That's hard, yeah.
And then like I really thought that she was a good friend because like she would always hang out with me. But when it was lunchtime and that guy came to sit next to me, I mean you can't sit here.
I love when you guys call little boys guys. Like, and this guy came over. Who's this man? Why is he at school with you?
That's so funny.
But he is a guy.
I know.
It's just
When people
funny.
say guys, I either like picture
A
grown
man?
friends, like, hey guys, or a group of people, or a grown man.
That's funny.
He's a guy. So my advice would be that just to remember that everybody, even as cool as they seem, they're all nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I watched the We Are the World documentary that you and Jason were like obsessed with.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved how they talked about, so backstory on We Are the World, if you haven't watched it on Netflix, it's the story behind the song We Are the World and how they put all of these celebrities together to create this song and raise money for kids in Africa. And they all talked about how on the first day they all got together, how it was like first day of kindergarten, and they were just so nervous to sing their lines. They were so scared to like share their voice because it was so different than everyone else's, but that's why they were a part of the song, because they brought a different element. And like every one of them talked about how nervous they were, even though they were like super famous singers who would sing in front of tons of people, but you put them in an element where other people are intimidating and they got nervous too. So just like remembering that everybody, no matter, even if they're the most popular kid in school, they still have insecurities, and you can encourage them because they want real friends too. They're struggling the same way. They're trying to figure people out, and sometimes they act cool because they don't want to be rejected.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. There was this one quiet girl. Her name was Alexa.
Mm-hmm.
She like wanted
Is this
to
a fake name? Very a fake name.
Yeah.
It was a fake name.
Yes. And she would not talk to anybody. But
Yeah.
Maybe she was just like nervous, or there are
The
some people who are
whole
just
entire-
really
no,
quiet.
the whole entire year, like she just wouldn't talk to anybody.
Even if you like tried to
even-
start a conversation with her.
And she'd be like, "Mm."
Yeah, there's just quiet people in this world too.
Mm-hmm.
Like she like wouldn't even hang out with anybody either. She had like one friend that she would hang out with, and that friend was not even that good. She wouldn't like sit at lunch with her or anything. Like she wouldn't make an effort to hang out with her.
I think that was my scariest part of middle school. It's just like, who am I gonna sit with at lunch?
Mm.
That
I mean, hey, if you sit alone, I feel like somebody's gonna come over there and be like, "Hi."
Yeah,
Think?
we've talked about like not being afraid to like if you see someone like telling Emmy like if you're already sitting down and you see someone walking and they don't have anywhere to sit, you can like don't be afraid to like invite them over and be like, you can sit with me.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
nice.
Yeah.
That feels good too, because so many people are going into. I had the most terrible junior high experience.
Did you?
The transition into but because of somebody like that, it made my life like so much easier. And so, cause I was uprooted from my elementary school, which I'm thankful for now because the school that we were piping into was not the best school, and I was so dumb. I would make dumb choice. Like we already talked about how I wasn't the best in school, and so I was, hanging out with kids who probably in junior high would have led me astray. And so I got moved to a completely different school where I didn't know anyone, and I had to go to summer school. And that was a scary experience because my dad thought I would make friends, and none of the kids that I met in summer school went to the school. They all like came from different schools, so it was pointless. And then I started school, and my friend Kristen, who we had met for a second at summer camp at like the 6th grade, how they all go together. And she recognized me. She's like, "Oh my gosh, you're that little girl from summer camp. You're so cute." And she's like, "You're gonna be our friend, and you're gonna be in this group, and like you're just the cutest thing." Because I was tiny. I was like the shortest person on the planet. And so they took me into their little friend group, and they were the nicest girls ever. And I kind of always questioned it. I was like, are these girls for real? Because
they're too nice.
Yeah, I was like, I don't hang out with girls. I hang out with boys because we're more fun. And then I was like, but all these boys are like huge and dumb. Like junior high boys are dumb. They're so dumb. And so I was just really grateful that she did that. And she's like, you're gonna be under my wing. And I was like, okay.
Oh, I love that. So someone befriended you.
Yes.
And just made you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I love
that's
that.
such a gift. Like, not a lot of people have that gift.
No, because they're afraid of rejection. Like, oh, they're not going to sit with me if I invite them or whatever. But you can meet maybe some of your best friends by just being like, you can sit here.
Right.
Hang out with us. You look cool. It'll be interesting. Our little talks when I pick her up from school and stuff will be interesting.
Yeah. I just really hope there's no like super mean girls or.
I feel like there will be.
Well,
There's gonna be,
yeah,
like,
it's
that one group.
inevitable, but like sometimes they pick their prey and like they can figure out.
Your weaknesses.
Yeah, and those are the girls who will pretend like you're your friends, or they'll, if you're not, like if you're way too cool to hang out with mean people, they will make it their like mission to take you down because they can't get under your skin.
Yeah.
And that's so hard.
Yeah.
And I really hope there's not anything like that.
Me either. I'm just praying that. I told Emmy too, I was like, but I would rather you have one or two solid friends than have, like, don't worry about having so many friends.
Yep.
Worry about having, like, one or two really good girlfriends. And she already has one that's going there, so it's just like.
That's so true.
You don't need a whole, like, that was something I just, like, misconstrued in my head is, like, I felt like I needed to, like, know everyone or be friends with everybody, and that's not true. It's, like, you, like, just as an adult, like, I have, like, a solid, like, 2 or 3 super close girlfriends, and that's all you need.
And it really makes a difference. Like, cause I still hang out with my best friend from junior high, and we were all hanging out, and she had like 8 girls over at her house, and there was so much drama all night long, and we were just like, we didn't do this, what is going on? It was like, we kept our group, not even a group, we just kind of like tight-knit friendships that were like deep and raw and real, and you could be vulnerable and not be afraid that like they're gonna go blast you on social media.
Right. There's like a level of trust because it is so intimate.
Yeah.
And you guys do like go, I feel like, past the shallow end where it's just like you guys can get deep and
Yes.
That looks good.
My foot is numb.
Your foot's numb? Rearrange.
You need to change
girl.
Change up your.
Oh, my foot.
Any comments over there?
No, where's everyone at? Why are you not commenting?
It's probably because we're in the talking zone.
There's
They probably can't hear us at all.
There's probably like 10 people watching.
Whoop,
Yeah, there are 10 people watching. Can you see that number?
Yeah.
Oh, she has good eyes.
Yeah, you do. slowly getting worse. I don't have bad eyes, but
Talk louder.
who said that?
No, just talk louder.
Okay.
I want to scream.
I know I don't want to yell in their ears.
Wait, can I show them my socks?
Yes,
Sock picture.
you can because they're so cute.
You know what I noticed though when I was at home watching you guys is people just put you on in the background.
I know.
But it's fun when they interact.
I know, but I'm also wondering, are we hearable? I like the shot that we see way more than the shot
can
that
they
they
see
see.
that?
Oh, you're showing the picture?
Yeah. Or should I actually show my sock?
That's what I thought you were gonna do.
Okay. I'm gonna show the picture and my socks. Oh my gosh, my foot.
Just be careful.
How about your shirt?
You really just wanted a stretch break.
Stretch break.
Okay, so here are the socks.
Sock segment.
That's my friend's socks. Those are mine. Wait, no, other way around.
Yeah, you're not even explaining what
That-
they do.
Okay, they hold hands because they have magnets in their hands, and they look like people on your feet.
They're so cute.
They're so cute. Okay, that's good.
That's great, Emmy. Thank you.
Wait, can I show them my real sock?
Well,
That's
you
what I
can't
thought you were
really
going
show
to
them
do.
because it's low.
Or can't
What are you doing?
It's too high, honey.
Is
Oh
it?
yeah. They're so cute.
They look fat!
Okay, and of course, when she came into the studio and showed me those, I instantly was like, we could
Magic.
make those.
Yeah. We can.
Much.
And because my brain is on make and take, I was like, we
Dude,
can do that as a
this-
make and take crap.
This girl with her make and takes for pinners.
Oh my gosh.
Magic!
It'll be a surprise to all of us. Like the day
No,
before.
well, you will know long before because we'll be prepping them.
True.
I've learned this about myself is I am such a outward processor.
Same.
And I have so many things that I'm thinking about and so many ideas that I process out loud. And when I'm doing that, I am open to like ideas and changing things and throwing new stuff in and then mixing. But then when I figure it out and I have a path, that's when I'm like, get your opinions out of here. Don't talk about it. We're doing this.
That's
and so
funny.
I'm not in that stage yet, but I'm normally in that stage this close to an event.
I know, we're like close.
That's why I'm kind of like freaking out because I'm like, my brain isn't doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, you're just like in another like.
I just am so separated from doing an event like this, and I've never done an event this big with our target audience because then I'm like, sometimes I'll go to events and I'm not overwhelmed because I know not a lot of people are going to purchase the stuff that we're bringing and we're looking for like a specific type of person. But this event is literally that person. Every person that's coming through is people who are gonna want what we're doing.
I think it's just such a huge opportunity that you're starting to like be like, oh my gosh, am I making the right decision for what I got to do to like pull my audience in?
Exactly, and I know people are gonna eat up everything, so I don't want to like take anything off of the drawing board right now. And I'm like, no,
Right.
people would love that. I did decide I'm gonna nix any fabric though,
Okay,
and I want to feature fabric in a pinners conference, but like
not this one.
not this one. It's just it'll take too much, and then I'm still debating if I need power in our booth, and that's kind of where I'm like, some projects don't need power at all, and some projects need power, and
Right.
power means a whole nother world of DIY.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. I'm like, part of me is like, I can just bring a heat press and plug it in the lobby. Be
Right.
like, if you want these pressed, I'll be pressing for an hour in the lobby at the end of
That's
the show.
hella funny. That's so
Because
funny.
I'm like, I don't know if people are gonna want anything heat pressed, or if they have a heat press, or if they're gonna want to take it home and do it themselves.
What's crazy is like we have to chalk this first one up to like we're just gonna like get the full experience.
Yeah.
Like yes, we're gonna go in with a plan, but I think our plan is gonna go like completely different of like what we think.
You think?
Yeah, like I just like after having our meeting with one of the people who like kind of put it on, I was just like my jaw was on the floor. I was like, I thought we had this whole plan. It sounds so different. Like
I think it's sounds. I've been like, it's consuming my brain because I'm like watching everyone's vlogs. I'm going in and I've watched people.
Smart.
I've watched people who had booths at this event before
Smart.
and like what they've sold and what they've done, and so I kind of. That's why I'm like overwhelmed because I'm like, okay, people do well at this event. It's an expensive event to get a booth at, and it's not the most. VidCon was far more expensive, but VidCon was not my demographic of people. We were selling Mickey ears to people. We were not dealing with people who wanted to make their own stuff.
Right.
And so I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just everybody is gonna want to, and that's what everybody in the videos of vlogs that they've gone to, they love the make and takes because they can't get into the craft classes because they get full. So then they go to the pinners booths and they do all the make and takes.
That makes sense.
That's why I'm like, I want to offer like more than one so that if they want to come back they can come do another one, or if they're a member they want to like hang out with us a little longer, they'll come back. And I don't know, it's just so much to think about.
Oh my gosh, are we gonna do a YouTube live? Should we have YouTube live set up there so people can kind of see?
So that's what I was almost thinking too.
I feel like we have to.
So okay, the thing is there's so much because I'm wanting to buy like all the display stuff, but I'm also wanting to make all the display stuff. And when I look at these big conventions, I see these companies who offload thousands of dollars to do their events there. And I'm like, okay, that's not me, but I also want to relate to people who want to eventually get into this type of stuff too. So I'm like, no, we're going to DIY the booth. And then I was like, what if the booth wasn't even a booth people can come into, and it was more like you can look into it and it's like a live studio, and we're live sometimes at the event.
That would be really cool, actually.
And then you put them with a blinging project, and you're like, if you want to bling with us, you gotta go watch us live.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Or like tune into this live right now on your phone and stay hanging out with us while you're walking around this event.
I literally love it. I feel like your audience would eat up it being like us, at least just having a live streaming thing so they can just see like what's going on, what does it look like, what is it, you know what I mean?
But I don't have power, so I'd have to have like, I mean, we have portable charger things, so like we can plug the phone in, and then it's just like, but I want to be present with people that are there too, so.
But I feel like if you're live for just this particular one, like you remember when we did our TikTok live, I feel like it's a live that would just be on and you don't really have to sit there and talk. It would just be for like just
like
people
live
doing
pinners event, and like people can come over and like say like I subscribed and stuff like that. Instead of like a photo booth, it's like a live video that everyone can participate in.
I love that, yeah.
And then like when we're finished with the craft, we can be like, okay, now you need to go over to the live and tell people what you made.
Yes. And then just for people who are watching who have it on in the background, like now they could just be like, what's going on? Like an hour ago it looked like this. Oh my god, now there's 100 people at this booth, or like there's 2 people at the booth now. Like it's a busy time. It's not
right. I don't know what happened to my video. Sorry, keep going.
No, it's fine. I just think just having a live where it's like, yes, you're not sitting there entertaining people, but people are just like a fly on the wall and like, what is pinners? I just want to see what they're doing.
Yeah. No, I think that would be so fun, and it could be like a live.
Just like
you guys
constant live stream
with us.
Yeah, like an 8-hour live stream of just like what's going on, and people can pop in and out, watch it all day, watch it for 20 minutes. Like,
I like it.
I think it would be really cool.
I think that would be so fun. I just need, and then we could literally set it up. Yeah, I like that
just
idea.
like where they can see our whole booth, like what's popping in Tay's booth. Like, if this is Pinners Live, this is what's going on.
And then we can tell people, like, if you're wondering what the new make and take is, because like we literally like do a make and take until it sells out and put a new make and take out.
Oh, that would be cool.
And then
too.
like if you want to know what current make and take is going, we have it popped up in the live video. It's like sitting on the display table that we have it.
Yes, I think that's so cool, and I do love that idea of people getting to pop on your live and be like, I just blinged my first cup.
Right. And if they're uncomfortable, we'll be like, we'll be in it with you. Like, come over to the camera and we'll be like, I just subscribed. I just became a member.
Yeah, because how many people get to actually say they've been on like a YouTube live?
Right.
With like their favorite YouTuber.
And then they'll go back and they'll watch this video.
Yes.
They'll watch 8 hours just to find their little clip.
Yes. There I am. There's my timestamp.
Oh my gosh. If you're ever wondering what what our brain processing looks like. It's this. Like,
Yeah, you should see us when we're having meetings.
I know. That's
It's
why I
wild.
have to shut it down eventually before the event, though, and I have to nail it down and be like, okay, now it's go time. No new ideas. Everything is set to go. Let's stick to the plan.
Right.
And then that's when I was like, why do I go into two different worlds? Like, I'm crazy thinking everything is on the table, like, no bad ideas, to, okay, because I have such bad ADHD, I will forget the plan. So I
Yes.
have to be, like, hyper-focused on the plan. Otherwise, I get overwhelmed, and I'm like, let's just not do any of it.
Right. It does get overwhelming, and there is so much responsibility. Like, we have to take everything with us there, and we're traveling like 8 hours. Like,
Yeah.
some of us are going by car, some of us are going by plane,
To
I think.
deciding still. I
Wait,
debated
tell me.
buying. I know. So Tiff's been recovering from surgery for the last week, so I have to catch her up on a lot of things
Yeah,
too.
tell
But,
me,
like,
catch
I
me
was
up.
legitimately, after watching all of these videos,
Uh-huh.
was legitimately wanting to buy a trailer and wrap it. Not wrap it, but like vinyl and
Oh my
decor it.
gosh.
So that we can at least spend 8 hours driving to Pinners advertising.
That's good. That's a good idea.
I know. And so I was like looking at trailers, and I'm like, okay, because so you don't get tables at this event. You have to either rent them from their company or bring in your own tables.
Oh.
So that's when my brain really was like, I have to bring a table. No, like, I gotta bring a vehicle. So we're gonna drive the Pilot down,
Okay.
which gives us room to bring stuff, and then gives us room to not have to charge my Tesla,
Mhm.
not have to rent a car and waste time getting the car and taking the car back and all the things. And then I'll fly you back early if you need to fly back early or whatever. So still have to run all that by Tiff and figure out what our schedule's like. And then it's cheaper to get 3-day Disneyland passes than it is to get 1 day.
Really?
If I get it in the bundle with the hotel from Getaway
you know
Today.
Okay. Where are we staying?
Probably the Hyatt House.
Okay, we
but-
love that hotel.
Yeah.
Hyatt, sponsor us.
I know. That and Want to Get Away, because I
want to get away.
So it's just like a bundle traveling agency. And
Uh-huh.
so if you get stuff through their website, they bundle your tickets with your hotel. And I've done
Okay.
like, get the tickets, get the hotel. Is it more expensive? It's the best deal through them.
Wow.
But because Pomona and Anaheim are 40 minutes away from each other, I've got to book 2 different spaces. So I was like, it would have been cheaper to stay in Anaheim for 8 days and go to Disneyland for 3 days than it would be to just go for 1 day and stay in 2 hotels.
That's crazy.
So I was like, I don't want to stay for 8 days though, and I want to stay close to the event,
Right.
and I want to go to Disneyland, but not necessarily for 3 days.
Right. There's, yeah.
But you don't have to use the tickets consecutively. You can use a day later.
Oh, just a day later, you can't be like, come back like in a month. and
No,
go.
you can.
Oh.
So you can use, like, you can split it up into, like, just going 1 day, and then you have 2-day tickets for up until, like, September 20-something.
Oh, so you'd have to go by September 20-something and use all 3 days.
But I saw on their website that you can use expired tickets. I should probably ask Jess. She probably knows. Well, no, she's an annual pass holder. She probably doesn't know anything about regular tickets.
Yeah, or even just call Disney and just like really clarify, like, because it might be worth it to get 3-day tickets and then you can go back down with.
It is worth it regardless, even if we don't use them. It's $56 more just to get a 2-day ticket.
That's
Which
crazy.
is so weird.
Why do they do that?
I know. It's so dumb. So it's like we either use it and we go for like the morning and do a shoot in the morning, or we save it for a whole nother day and have a whole nother Disney day down the road. And if I can use expired ones, then for sure we'll do that. But
Yeah.
so it's just, that's where my brain is. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many moving parts to this. And once I get one under my belt, I'll know all this.
Mm-hmm.
But since I don't know it yet, I'm just like, I don't know, something's gonna fail and the whole thing's gonna.
Once you get to the Ariel, don't you have to bling her hair red and stuff?
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just blinging this side.
Waffles and True Crime says,
Waffles.
we can hear you well, just enjoying the conversations, love listening to the mama advice. Emmy, you got this. Just be you.
Oh, I
love
love
it.
that. Just be you. Just be beautiful.
My mama
I'm
says I'm a good.
My mom says I'm beautiful.
important to not get embarrassed. That's another one. Don't get embarrassed.
Because some people would love me as their mother.
People get embarrassed. Like, I don't know. I'm not a very.
What are you saying?
I said it.
What?
Don't get embarrassed. Like, people who get embarrassed easily are, like, I don't want to say, they just let that consume them. They let
Everyone
people's
makes
opinions
mistakes.
consume them. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying, like, if you get embarrassed easily, you're
Let
thinking
it roll
more,
off the back.
yeah, like, you're thinking about it more than the other people probably are. Like,
For sure.
or if you could make a joke out of something that was embarrassing. Like, what is your most embarrassing moment? Me? And you don't have to say it. Like, obviously,
No, I'll say it. I was in middle school.
Okay.
And I was
Is it
trying to
really embarrassing?
Well, I was just trying to silently fart in class because I had to fart.
Okay.
Dead silent, okay? And I'm thinking, like, I've snuck out a couple with no problem. And one made a sound, and I was so embarrassed. And the person next to me, it was a boy, and he's like, oh my gosh!
Oh.
I was mortified.
I'm sorry. That is embarrassing.
Oh gosh. And yeah, it was so embarrassing. And then there was another time too. Like, I grew up with a single mom, we grew up poor, and we lived in apartments, and we had uniform shirts, and I couldn't always get, like, washing my shirt. My mom couldn't always wash it. So I re-wore one of my shirts that had, like, a stain.
Okay.
And I didn't really notice it, like, it wasn't, like, any big deal. And I went to school wearing that same shirt the next day, and some little boy was like, I remember that shirt. I remember that stain from art class. You're wearing the same shirt! And, like, just, like, totally called me out.
Okay.
It embarrassed me then.
What is the same factor in both of those stories?
What, boys?
Junior high boys.
Yeah, they were both boys.
They are the stupidest people on the planet. And I say that with all due respect to anyone who is one or has one. But I will tell you, the most traumatizing moments are with junior high boys.
They do have, like, no filter.
That's kind of my point. And when you said that, I was like, oh my gosh, I would have totally been embarrassed. But if you can get through junior high boys, you can get through any embarrassing thing in life.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the most embarrassed you'll ever get. Because adults understand farting. People understand farting on accident. Like,
Right.
girls totally would be mortified unless they were a total jerk. But boys think farting is funny though.
Yeah.
So, like, if you can, even if you're so mortifiedly embarrassed, just
own it.
Own it. Because
yeah, that was me.
just own it. Because otherwise people are gonna remember it as, like, remember that awkward time you farted in class? Or, like, dude, that girl farted in class and she owned it.
It was so
and it was
funny.
so funny. And, like,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm trying to focus on, is those people are the coolest people to me that can literally own that stuff. Because I can't, not a fart. I couldn't own a fart.
I couldn't own a fart.
I couldn't, not in junior high, I wouldn't be able to do it. But, like, or in public now, I don't think I would be able to do it. So I totally get it. But if you can own it, I think of the funniest girl in my class in freshman seminar. She was the goofballiest person, but she did so many goofbally things that you don't remember individually, like, everything that happened. But this one time was pretty funny. Coach Mac was our teacher, and he was like, does anybody want to come up and teach the class today or something? Like, we all got to get up and do, like, the lesson in the morning if we wanted to, and she wanted to, and it was on something where she wanted to demo a cheer move, but she was not a cheerleader. So she's like, and then sometimes they just kick, and she kicked and just back planted on the ground.
Oh no.
But she just, like, it was the funniest thing to watch, and she stood up and she was just like, well, they do it a little better than that, but
I love that.
I know, and I just remember her being like, I was like,
She owned it.
She owned it, and she didn't even care. I was like, I want to be like that.
That's so funny.
But yeah, bodily functions are hard.
Yeah.
But
that's-
everybody has them.
Yeah, but in middle school, it's just, I
It
was
is.
like so embarrassed. What about you guys? Do we have embarrassing moments from you guys?
Do you have one, Emmy?
I don't think so.
I have like specific things in junior high that rubbed me the wrong way with those types of things, but they weren't like super embarrassing. It was more like one-on-one. I was embarrassed. Kind of I wanted this set from Old Navy so bad, and like my parents did not spend a lot of money on my clothes ever, but I wanted this. I don't know why I was like fixated on having this jumpsuit from Old Navy, and I was like, I want it so bad. And my dad went and bought it, and he never would just buy things. Like, so I was like, my dad bought me the jumpsuit. Like, I'm gonna be so cool. And this boy, and I'm gonna use his real name because he's a jerk. I know I'm not, because I don't even remember it. I just know his last name was Quintanilla, because it has my name in it, Quintanilla. And he was the meanest. He would pick on kids with disabilities. He was just so mean. So I wish I could have looked back and been like, that says more about him than it does about me, and wear the jumpsuit. And so he was like, you look like you're trying to be in the Olympics and you failed or something.
Oh no! Oh my god, that triggers another embarrassing memory for me.
So I was like, my dad bought this outfit. I didn't say that, but I was just like, we don't have a lot of money and we don't buy new clothes, and this was a new outfit, and so I felt so bad not wearing it ever again, because I would want to wear it every day, and then I'd be like, so I'd wear it not to school as much as I could, but I was just like, why would somebody do that? Like,
it's so mean.
I know, but it didn't embarrass me. It embarrassed me with him, but I guess it like embarrassed me of the outfit.
Right, to where you just literally didn't want to wear it again.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm done with junior high.
Okay, let me tell you another story that was embarrassing. I was so excited to do my makeup. I did blue eyeshadow.
Oh no.
You remember Mimi from the Drew Carey show?
Oh yes.
Someone called me Mimi with the blue eyeshadow.
Oh.
And I was mortified. I was like, oh my god, that is like probably the meanest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, that's so sad.
Because I was chubby, I was blonde, I had the eyeshadow.
Did the eyeshadow look good though?
Probably not. Probably not. Just to be honest.
Oh.
So yeah, that's
Mimi, I forgot about her.
Mimi. Oh
I
my
love
god.
Mimi.
She was mean.
So did you not wear it ever again?
I probably didn't. I don't remember, but I honestly probably didn't, because I probably felt so insecure.
Yeah, I think I've told this story before, but like, Brandy would do my hair for. I was in pageants. Like a stupid pageant. I was in the stupidest pageants. But like, I wanted to be a pageant person, but we did not have money to be in pageants, so it was always pageants on a budget for me. But my cousin would do my hair and my makeup and she watches our videos, so she might know. She's probably never heard the second part of the story. But I would learn such cool updo tricks from her because she would do my hair all the time. And so I was like, I could do updos, and I had such crazy hair that updos worked for me because I didn't have. We didn't have like good flat irons and stuff in junior high and high school, and so I would do updos. And this senior boy, and I would put flowers in my hair. My hair looked good, but he was the senior. And do you remember in high school, like how the seniors looked like grown men?
Yes.
So like I was this child, I was probably Emmy's size as a freshman because I was little, and these grown men. But he was like, I have to tell you something. And I was like, what? He's like, you are doing, he didn't say you're doing too much because that wasn't a statement, but he would have if it was today's day. He was like, you look like you were getting up and going to prom every day.
I feel like that's a compliment.
I know, so I was torn. I was like, yeah, I do. It's a little much, but it's really like my favorite. And Minnie and Ashley were super popular.
Yes.
And they always had these like cool hair twists, and I was like, I'm gonna look like them, and I'm gonna have flowers, and I would put my flowers on my bobby pins and then just like stick them in, and
that's so smart. You look like you're going to
It
prom.
looked like I was going to prom every day.
That's like a low-key compliment.
I know, so I was like,
but probably to you, you're like, oh my god, this is too much.
Well, yeah, because you're like the senior said something to me, I'm gonna take everything they say seriously, and he did not do it in a rude way at all. It was not junior high boy.
Right.
It was like, is that a good thing? Because
Right.
I
Like,
want to marry you.
right.
I'm just
Right.
like obsessed
Well,
with
do you
all
like
that.
it?
I know. I'm like, do you want to go to prom every day? Are you asking me to prom?
Right? That's so funny. I love that story.
Right? Oh man, what are your guys' embarrassing stories?
Yeah, that would be great.
I know
to
you guys listen to us, but I want to know your guys' embarrassing stories.
It's so funny. I just think it's so great.
You know.
How's it going over there with your phone, Emrose?
Good.
Are you using all the big ones?
Yeah.
You get me in trouble for doing that.
I know. Huh?
I don't know why this hand is taking long now. Probably because I'm talking more than
Getting there.
Look at you!
We're getting there, guys. We just have a little bit left.
All the big ones are better than the small ones.
That's what
I
Kay
know.
says.
Well, it's easier.
It looks good though. I like how you're doing it by row. It looks like very organized.
I know.
I know. Did you have any wise friends? I had wise friends who I look back now and I'm like, I wouldn't know that about myself if I didn't have a good friend who was like willing to tell me. That just reminded me because I was an I know kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
I was I know. And I had a friend who was like, do you really know? Or are you just saying you want to know? Like the
Yeah.
and I was just like, I don't know.
Right.
I was like, I don't know if I'm just responding like that because that's my response or if I
Right.
really don't know. But I think about that all the time when I'm like acting like I know something that someone's already telling me. And I just think back to her and I'm like, I'm so glad she had like the cojones to
Yeah.
tell me like, you should just like be more open-minded.
Yeah, like good friends do call you out and
Yeah.
they definitely challenge you to like you said, well, do you really know that to me or are you just saying that? Is it just like a reflex?
Right.
So I love that. I can't really think like, I don't know.
Yeah.
To like a girlfriend. I mean, now I see it. Like now I see like why I hung out with some of the girls I hung out with, how wise they were, but in the moment, not really. Not
Yeah.
that I could like be aware of.
Right.
Oh wow, that looks like a glass slipper.
I mean, you want to
Princess.
sign us off?
A what?
Sign us off for the day? We could probably stay here forever now that these chairs are way more comfortable.
They're so comfortable. I'm like falling asleep. I'm low key like, oh my gosh, this is so good.
That's probably why I'm blinking slower because I'm like, I can stay here all day.
I know.
Loki.
Low key.
But see, if I had a trailer, I could bring these chairs. They take up a lot of space in the pilot.
Yeah, these are so cute
You
though.
know,
I
they're
love
really
them.
comfortable.
They're
For
so
We're
good.
gonna continue or are we cutting it off?
No,
We're gonna
just
cut it
say
off.
goodbye. Like, bye, thanks for joining us. Or how do you want to sign it off?
Okay,
I don't even think you guys have seen my Mickey hand I've been working on.
I love it.
How far did you get? Oh, let's do like an update of what we're on. Tiff's still working on her aerial cup. I told her she could give up on it, but she's like, no, I have to
I
finish
can't.
it.
I have to finish.
I finished the
We didn't
front.
even tell him what you're blinging.
Oh, I'm blinging a car phone.
Isn't it so cute?
So cool.
It's a vintage. I mean, it's vintage,
Yeah.
but it doesn't seem like it's vintage. And she was wondering how it's a phone.
Yeah. She's like, how's this?
Hold
a
on, there's
phone?
glue. Be careful. So how do you not know it's a phone?
What?
Like, what part of it are you confused on?
Oh, I know now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay. How would you answer that?
What?
I want to hear how you. Okay, I'm your friend, and I'm Emily. Okay, and I'm gonna call your house
Okay.
because that's plugged into your wall.
Okay.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Upside down.
Oh. Hello.
Hi, is Emmy home?
Yeah.
And can I talk to her?
You're talking.
Oh, hi, Emmy. Sorry you didn't introduce yourself. I don't know because it's the whole family phone and everybody in the family has to answer.
Yeah, it's me.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great.
Okay, I gotta go. Bye.
Okay. Goodbye.
Okay, now I'm gonna call you again, and you're a mother, and I'm calling
Mother?
yeah, you're your mom,
Okay.
and I'm gonna call you and ask you to talk to your to you.
Okay.
Okay. Ring ring.
Hello.
Hi, is Emmy home?
Yes.
Can I talk to her?
Sure.
What are you doing?
Are you transferring the call?
Yeah.
But you just hung up on Emily.
Well, that's
Hello?
too bad.
Hello?
She's calling you.
Do you know how you would give it to somebody? Like if someone's on the phone right now, like
Call to Emmy and tell her that her friend's on the phone. But actually, I would say,
My hair's on.
I don't know. Did you have to properly introduce yourself on the phone as a kid?
yeah, it would be like, well, like I just remember being like,
Like if you were calling your best friend, would you address their parents by their first name or Mrs. or Mr.?
I don't even remember.
It just dawned on me. I was like, I don't remember how to do this.
I don't remember. I would be like, hi. I guess you kind of realize their voices, and
Right.
you're like, I don't know. I'd be like,
Oh, somebody commented.
hey, Miss So and So. I guess I would say Miss. I would be like, oh my gosh, I don't know.
I don't think I've ever called Michelle's mom like Miss Martinez. That's what I'm trying to think. Like, I'd be like, I guess I just wasn't a very respectful kid because some kids would call and they would be like, hi, Mrs. Blah blah blah, is blah 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 home? How would you leave a message for someone if your mom wasn't home? And I said, hi. Okay, now I'm an adult calling you. You're answering
Okay.
the phone. Ring ring.
Hello.
Hi, is this Mrs. Blah blah blah?
Wait, what am I
You-
supposed to do?
So you would say, no, this is her daughter. She can't come to the phone right now. Can you leave her a message?
Wait, wouldn't you say that so I would leave you a message?
Like they're trying to get a hold of me.
Yeah,
Like,
so I'm calling you. Your mom's not home.
Oh, okay.
so
and
it's
I
like
leave-
Tay calling you, like, hey, is your mom home?
Yeah, let me have it be me. Hi, Emmy. I have a message for your mom. Is she home?
No.
First of all, you're not supposed to tell me that. Scam! Got you coming to kidnap you. Just kidding.
Yes, she is.
You're
Yeah.
gonna say, oh, she can't come to the phone right now.
Oh, she can't come to the phone right now,
But I can take a message.
but I can take a message.
Okay, can you tell her I called and I'll be home until 8, so if she can give me a call back before then, she'll be able to reach me. If not, I'll be at Mrs. Sanderson's house and she can catch me over there.
Okay. Goodbye.
Write it down!
You would have to write down the message on paper back then.
Oh. Okay.
Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Hi, Felicia. Yeah, that's
Oh
so
my
crazy.
gosh.
I do remember having to write down messages.
Yeah. And then you'd have to be like, when can I call you back?
Yeah.
Not, I can just call you and leave a message.
Right. Like,
'Cause-
call me back at 8. I'll be home.
Yeah. You had to like
Yes.
coordinate where you were at.
Or not being able to be on the phone and the internet at the same time.
No. Yeah, you pick it up
Ding,
like,
ding, 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 ding.
somebody get off the internet!
Yeah, you couldn't do that. That's wild.
Oh,
What is
man.
this?
What is that?
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
A block.
A block.
A
A
block.
charger.
A clear block.
It's the charger.
No, the charger block.
Wait, you charge it? No.
No, that goes into the wall.
Yeah, so you pay for phone service and it's connected to your like house wiring. And you plug into your house.
That's like the phone.
Looks like a
cord to-
block that you plug into the wall.
You do.
Yeah.
But you have to have like, I don't even know if we have one. There's a specific opening in the wall that you put in your wall.
just for a phone, just for that little piece.
That's weird.
I know, you guys don't even know what it used to be like.
But it didn't need a battery, it wouldn't die, and then you get a longer cord if you wanted to walk around with it.
Yeah, could you imagine having a call and you can't walk around? You were connected to your phone.
Well, I get to like chuck my phone out the window and it like is still connected to the person calling.
Yeah, you couldn't do that back then. You can't just chuck your phone out the
No,
house.
and as long as you hang it up, they're gone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because this little button, I mean, you can hang it up manually or you could press that and it'll hang up. You'd be like, if you're really mad, you'd be like, I never want to talk to you again! Psh, and you use your finger. Or if you don't want, if like you want to break your phone, be like, I never want to talk to you again! Psh.
Oh, the drama.
I'm
Now that
changing
now
movies.
now they don't make sounds. You're just like
Right? It's not as satisfying anymore.
That's funny.
Okay, you want to go turn off our live
I
stream?
mean, vroom, 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 like a vroom, vroom. Yeah.
Thanks. See you guys. We'll be live tomorrow again,
Yes,
right?
we'll be live tomorrow.
Cuddling and blabber.
Thanks Thanks for hanging.
And I'm gonna sublimate tumblers with you guys this week because I have a lot to do for pinners.
Oh yeah. We have a lot to do.
Oh,
do.
my foot is lagging.
I know, mine too. That was
Lagging.
nice. I love this
I
setup.
can't feel it.
Right? I just gotta figure out the frame and the lighting a little bit.
I know how to turn it off.
See you tomorrow. Press the X on the left hand upper corner.
Bye.
On the left hand upper corner.
End.